HHS, what do those three letters stand for? I think you may know, Health and Human Services. I'm talking about this today because, it's the end of the week, it's the weekend here, and I'm thinking about all the work and advocacy and meetings and Zooms and telephone calls in the past week we've had at the Warriors. And I want to talk directly about Health and Human Services. Nobody in Washington really has a handle on what they're accomplishing. Yes, sure, I've seen videos of our leader, Bobby Kennedy Jr., doing pull-ups and push-ups and shirtless, and I think he was catching a snake at one point in somebody's backyard, maybe his, on the patio with his bare hands. But in the meantime, Health and Human Services, think about those three words. We're supposed to have services for children. We're supposed to have a division dealing with human trafficking, the force, fraud, coercion of forcing a child into sexual situations, the sex trade, trafficking, labor trafficking, okay? I've heard a lot of talk about red food dye and things of that nature. But when I'm actually getting calls from officials, we don't know what to do, nobody will listen to us. And I'm like, well, who's the Surgeon General? Well, we think it's so-and-so, but nobody has seen this person, talked to this person, had a meeting with this person. I want to sound the alarm. Come on, HHS. What is going on here? So we at the Warriors will be delving into what is actually going on at the HHS. I hear a lot of people have titles, but they don't know what they're supposed to be doing at HHS. I normally don't, call out something like this, but because it has to do with our children, because we are a couple of years now into the current administration, because I'm getting phone calls and things from sources of mine in D.C., how simple would it be to take this group of people that are telling me they have, their titles, sound very nice, they're getting paid. Remember, our tax dollars at work, everybody, they work for us, yet they don't know what they're supposed to do. I could tell them what to do with my eyes closed. Not that I want to work at HHS, frankly, because I think when you work in the government, you cannot get the job done. It's a horrible thing for me to say, but you get more done being a warrior behind the scenes. And I want this human trafficking addressed. I want this exploitation against our American children addressed. I want big tech, because big tech is part of all of this, contributing plenty of studies, everybody, to the mental health of our kids, okay? To all of us, by the way. Our kids in particular, we're talking about right now. I want that addressed. What is so hard about everybody with all of this? So we will be getting into this during the week, reporting back to you about HHS, what's going on, what needs to be done, and what we'll be doing, because we at the Warriors plan on taking a very active part in helping them get together and organize themselves and take action for our kids. Because remember, at the Warriors, our hashtag is community creates change. That's why I need each and every one of you. Remember, you have the power, house.gov, senate.gov, to write and find out who represents you. Drop them an email, drop them a phone call, leave a message if nobody picks up. The numbers are counted. We really do have to chip away like this at everything going on as we go into the midterms. It is most important, if you care about children, if you care about families, you have a duty. Everyone can and must do something in 2026. Contact your legislators, okay? It can be, what are you doing about child safety? It can be what Lynn's Warriors puts out, Kids Online Safety Act, Senate Version 1748, is going to what they call a markup. On July 29th, we hear. Let's see what the House puts out about that. When I put the call out to contact your legislators to support this bill, you are to do that. Please follow along. We're giving you a lot of free information. Go to our resource page at lynswarriors.org. Listen to our interviews on with Lionel on Another Side of Midnight on WABC Radio. Every Sunday, the national edition of the Cats Roundtable. That's usually 9:55 a.m. ET. Certainly covering all of these topics that we need you to share. Utilize your platforms for good. Talk to your kids. Talk to your family members. But let's get with it. This week we're going to be focusing going forward on HHS, Health and Human Services. I'll report back when I have more information. Now go out and enjoy yourselves. It's the weekend. But remember, when you wake up each and every day, go out and be a warrior.